Sometimes the Reds hide coded messages in plain sight. Park says you're one of the best cryptographers to come out of MI6. Let's see it. MI6 has spent the last year tracking It sounds like a partial report to Moscow on lead agent activities. This should help us narrow down the list of suspects.
The last report from Bearded Lady indicates a vote in Parliament is happening soon. He believes he has enough influence to convince others to side with him. Strawman is concerned she's been monitored. Suggests KGB run interference for her. Juggler is worried he may lose his next election. Recommends active measures against his opponents.
That ledger from Krause's apartment might hold some clues to the lead agent identities. Seems Krause was a middleman to funnel money for them.
The Lubyanka building, KGB headquarters in Moscow. The sleeper agent records are stored in the archives 100 feet below ground in a nuclear defense command bunker.
Your only way in or out is through this high-security elevator.
We'll need proper credentials. That's where our asset Belikov comes into play. Belikov has been our source inside the KGB for nearly a decade. He'll get us in. He came through for us in Yamantau. He'll do it again.
This shit is crazy, even by his standards. You sure he's on board?
An immediate nuclear threat warrants every risk at this point. I'm sure he wouldn't disagree. Sims, get Belikov on the line.
Алло, Беликов на трубке.
Извините, я думал, что это посольство Сингапура. We're almost to the tunnels. Did you get access to the bunker? There's always a problem. Solve it. We're getting the files in that bunker. Do whatever it takes. And one more thing. One of our East Berlin informants recently switched sides and fled for Moscow. We have reason to believe he's in the Lubyanka building today. He knows too much about our Berlin network. I'm thinking an early retirement. Good man. Now I know why Hudson thinks so highly of you. We'll meet you at the basement entrance once you have the bunker key.
Comrade Belikov, you've been summoned to the conference room upstairs. Secretary Gorbachev is here from the Central Committee.
I'm sorry. We'll just have to come back tomorrow. I know it isn't, but if you would just listen to me for a minute. Citizen, we can't just keep... I was told to show up this way.
Comrade Zakayev is still
Is
waiting.
this man British, Australian, or American? Try holding the power button.
And he
British,
said
from
he's
what I
gonna
understand.
play.
Adam said he's MI5.
Comrade Ustin can double check us.
Yes, at 13:45.
Could you repeat
Here's the
your
acquisition
questions?
plan.
I can dream.
Hey, Vasily, did the general come through?
Have you ever been?
Comrade Belikov, have a seat. General Secretary Brezhnev has taken an interest in the new security development. There's a mole within the KGB. The committee wants someone from the first Chief Directorate to oversee Colonel Kravchenko's investigation. If you've not met him already, this is Imran Zakayev.
Thank you, Secretary Gorbachev. And thank you all for welcoming me with open arms. I can think of no greater tragedy than a home violated from the inside. Trust and love within a family is sacred.
Apparently. Not everyone shares your beautiful sentiments.
Comrade Belikov, as head of security, I understand you've practically exhausted yourself trying to unearth this mole. How is that going?
Yes. And once we are finished with this mole, he will be as blind and pureed as his namesake.
Until the mole is found, I want security increased around the bunker. Zakayev, do you have any recommendations?
We should restrict bunker access. I also want to cultivate closer relationships with all of you. I want to know your hopes, your fears, your ambitions.
Be thorough, but we don't want any significant disruptions. And you, Belikov? Who do you think should retain bunker access during the investigation?
It pains me to say it, but in a troubled time like this, even generals need restrictions. Secretary Gorbachev, only General Charkov should retain his bunker key for now.
Very well. See to it.
Worry yourself no longer, sir. I've already ordered the bunker keys collected from the men.
Comrade Belikov, we are in grave danger from the capitalists. Our collective, our very way of life is at risk.
The traitor will be caught. And he will pay a high price for his betrayal.
Belikov, you are dismissed.
I'm being watched. I need a bunker key. Now, first, I'll have to kill the cameras.
Sir.
This area is restricted. If I'm spotted here, I'll
what can I do
my
for you?
cover. Now I need to hide the body. I have to get a bunker key for Adler. He'll need it to access the vault. Unfortunately, Charkov now has the only one.
Just want an update.